couple more cold mornings with tomorrow being around that 40-degree mark to start your Tuesday, then warming up nicely in the afternoon, and our high temperatures will gradually warm up each day this week. So coming up, I'll have all the details on that.
Right now on News Channel 6 and 10, Augusta University's esports program now has a new facility, how it'll help them get set for competitions. Also ahead, Jenkins County remains identified more than 3 decades later, how the GBI advanced this cold case. And Columbia County taking a look at possible consolidation for some local communities. We'll hear from a commissioner as your News at 10 starts now.
Live from Television Park. This is WJBF, News Channel 6 at 10 on MeTV.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us as coverage you can count on begins with Augusta University opening a new place for students to take part in varsity video gaming. Nikita Dennis, live in our satellite news center with the story. Nikita?
Yeah, AU students are joining other colleges and universities across Georgia, creating a community for esports. Augusta University opened its doors to the new esports arena inside the Georgia Cyber Center Monday. It gives students a safe space to socialize.
Like, a lot of us are kind of antisocial. We don't play sports. We don't pick up anything that looks like a ball. Like, we don't do that. So it gives everyone a chance to socialize and make really great connections with people.
The arena will have 16 computers for students to play popular video games, including Rocket League, Mario Kart, and others.
If you're good at something, then don't be nervous or afraid to join a team that would express those skills more. You know, if you're good at football, play football if you like it. If you're good at Rocket League, play a Rocket League.
Even though the arena may be a new facility, the esports program has been at Augusta University for years, and students are excited to have a place where they can enjoy gaming.
Seeing it all come together after what it started as, it's amazing. I could not be more grateful for the faculty's support, all of the staff that has helped funding with the computers.
And the future of esports at AU is bright.
We have so many great and amazing students that are invested in this. We're looking into internships. We're looking into an esports minor, as has been said, and it's really a billion-dollar industry that's still very untapped.
AU's esports team will compete in the Peach Belt Conference Championship at Kennesaw State University October 28th. Live in the Satellite News Center, Nikita Dennis, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Love it. Thanks, Nikita. We appreciate that as we take our first look at the weather. Loving the weather out there, meteorologist Jenna Petracci.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day once again. Lots of sunshine, nice and warm by afternoon. Here's a live look now at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at Augusta Regional Airport. Winds are calm tonight. Skies are mostly clear, and today's high temperature was 73 degrees. That is still well below our average, especially with our low. We were at 43, so another chilly start to the day, and tomorrow will actually be even colder. Notice we're already seeing the 40s in Augusta, much colder than it is typically around 10 o'clock at night. Aiken also at that 49-degree mark, 52 still in Barnwell and Allendale, 53 in Millen, so a big variety of temperatures here, 51 in Edgefield and 53 in Wrightsville. So by tomorrow morning, some of us will even be in the upper 30s, and that's because we have the clear skies, a dry air mass in place, and some very calm winds. All those ingredients allow our temperatures to fall pretty rapidly. And notice the winds that are coming in are from the northeast, so all that cooler air moving in from the north. There's the clear skies on satellite and radar, but as we take a look out towards the west, there are some high-level clouds across parts of western Georgia all the way across the south, and a big batch of rain as well across Texas. That's from the remnants of Hurricane Norma, which actually impacted Baja California and Mexico. Now just that light rain and cloud cover over Texas. So clear skies for us tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be in the low 40s here in town. As I mentioned, some upper 30s are possible, though. We will be gradually warming up each day this week, keeping it sunny and dry as well. And then next week, right on Halloween, we'll have a pretty strong cold front coming in, which will bring another cool down. So I'll have all the details on that, plus a look at your 10-day forecast coming up. But back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. New developments to tell you about in a cold case out of Jenkins County, Georgia. It's more than 3 decades old. The remains of a 26-year-old woman were found Valentine's Day 1988. They were in a dumpster on what was Old Perkins Road and Kaiser Road. That's the Millen Bypass now. The GBI used a company that does forensic genealogy to identify the Jenkins County Jane Doe as Chung-Un Kim. They found her family. They found out she moved to the U.S. from Korea back in 1981, lived in Hinesville down near Fort Stewart, about an hour outside of Savannah. We talked to the sheriff, Robert Oglesby. He says Kim may have had a military connection.
It's not that far away. I mean, just right up the road there a little bit. So, I mean, you have people traveling.
You're not getting the same ads when you get a candidate type of election. It's not the same political atmosphere. But still, 102 a day, that's not bad.
Advanced voting starts on Saturday, and it's going to include the city's 3 satellite polling locations. And for the first time, the Charles Evans Community Center on Highland Avenue will be used. It replaces the Brigham Center, which is under construction. DAS says $195,000 has been set aside for this arena vote. The new arena could have a really big economic impact on this area. Leaders with Augusta's Coliseum authorities say it could also mean the addition of sought-after events. The JBA was built in 1979. The new one would include a major upgrade in the technology and rigging that's necessary to book top-tier talent. It could also mean bringing hockey to the area.
That's more money for local retailers to hire more employees. And so your kids or your grandkids could have a job opportunity because of this. And so those are the things that we're trying to tell people is it's not just about one thing. It's about a lot of things. And that's why the educational component is super important because at the end of the day, this is a landmark project and we want people to vote.
We do have more information about Seasplost and the new arena plans at WJBF.com. 2 Columbia County commissioners talking about a consolidation plan. They gave updates to taxpayers at a recent town hall meeting. Hannah Latier has more.
Just took the opportunity to listen to questions and concerns and really addressed any of those that citizens had at the meeting.
One of those concerns is over a plan to consolidate some of the county's unincorporated communities. The plan would combine Evans, Martinez, Appling, Winfield, and Leah into one city, then consolidate it into the county. A study being done right now will help determine whether the idea would be beneficial.
We, again, don't have the study back yet, so it's really hard to go over all of the benefits. There's been talks about franchise fee collection and things of that nature, but at this time we just don't have all of the data back on it.
Harlem and Grovetown would still be their own cities, but some worry this could prevent those 2 cities from expanding.
That would be a concern because, as you know, your census drives a lot of the finances that you get both from the county, the state, and the national level. And if we are landlocked, then that will affect our future population. But I do hope they allow those that are on the cusp of the city limits of both Harlem and Grovetown the option to annex in if they would like.
While county leaders have said this will not impact the way the county is governed, other people who were at the meeting have concerns about the future.
My concern would be what happens when the current commission is in and the new commissioners come in. They don't have the same vision for Columbia County.
The study performed by Valdosta State University is due back to the county by December 31st. Couch says once that happens, and if the action is even possible, it will have to be passed through multiple levels of government before it eventually reaches county ballots. In Columbia County, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.
Still ahead, Jenna, with a full look at your weather, plus a request to reform how South Carolina selects its judges. We'll take a look after the break.
Welcome to Davis Appliance and Furniture, where you can find the best deals in town. We offer new and used appliances, and we service what we sell. We offer no credit needed financing and delivery options to meet your needs. For the top brands and lowest prices in town, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
The Columbia County Chamber.
It's the perfect time to update your living space with a new sofa and love seat set from Davis Appliance and Furniture. Or update your indoor appliances with no credit needed financing. For the brands you trust at the lowest prices in town, visit us at Davis Appliance and Furniture.
Now, your most accurate forecast. forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good evening and happy Monday. It was a beautiful day, lots of sunshine with just those high-level, wispy cirrus clouds we saw today. Right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Sky View Cam, same thing, you just can't see it. It's a mostly clear night and it is chilly, 49 degrees already. We're already into those 40s and will continue to fall as we go into those overnight hours. Dew point of 47, winds are calm, and when we have those calm winds, that's when the temperatures begin to fall pretty drastically. Right now, anywhere from the upper 40s through low 50s, 50 in Sparta, all the way up to Washington, 51 in Waynesboro, 53 over in Bamberg, with all of us under the clear skies and the high pressure is in control. It's only going to be those wispy clouds we continue to see over the next couple of days, and that's actually due to the remnants of Hurricane Norma. So this was a hurricane a few days ago, and it made landfall in Mexico, and now it's about to travel into Texas with a big batch of rain as far north as Oklahoma, big area of clouds associated with it. So that's going to be impacting us only when it comes to the cloud cover. Now for Hurricane Tammy, no impacts for us other than some rough seas over the next several days and some rough rip currents. But right now it is a Category 1 hurricane to the north of Puerto Rico. It will be traveling up towards the north and then making a curve over Bermuda, eventually down to a tropical storm. Now it is headed in the direction of the East Coast, but at this point it should begin to dissipate, so no concerns there. Now back here in town, on average, tomorrow is the first frost of the year. Now, I'm not expecting us to deal with that tomorrow. Notice the frost advisory is for our friends up in the mid-Atlantic, anywhere from New England down into North Carolina. But for us, it will be another cold morning, 40 degrees, so 10 degrees below average. But notice those lows will continue to rise each day. And same situation with our high temperatures. We'll eventually be at that 80-degree mark on Friday and low 80s as we go into Halloween. Now we typically warm up when we have a cold front approaching us. So we have that strong southerly wind coming in ahead of the front, and then just in time for Halloween, a bit of a spooky night. We'll see those clouds coming in along with some rain possible, and that will be due to this cold front. And look at that sharp gradient in temperatures. We'll have that chill coming in as we go into the first day of November. So Halloween is now just 8 days away. It is coming up quickly and we'll be in November before we know it. Your forecast showing 82 degrees that night. It will start out warm, but our temperatures will quickly begin to fall due to that front passage overnight Tuesday into our Wednesday. But for tomorrow, low 40s, warming up into the low 70s by the afternoon. Another beautiful day, but definitely have the heavy jackets out for tomorrow morning. Some spots will be falling into the upper 30s, but not quite at that frost level. Highs tomorrow will be in the low 70s under the sunny skies, and your 10-day forecast showing that gradual warm up. High of 78 on Wednesday. Lows will be back into the mid-50s, near average. 80 degrees on Friday. A sunny and beautiful weekend in store. And once again, Tuesday, Halloween next week will be nice, but we'll have the clouds and possible rain late at night, and some rain again on Wednesday, then the big cool down.
All right, thank you, Jenna. We appreciate it. South Carolina prosecutors calling for a meeting.
We're taking on causes.
Wrestling into the best of St. John Cars. Make us your home, and we'll make your day every day.
It is important to have
Better over time.
They get better when you call my dad.
And last but not least, a retired auto mechanic out of Wisconsin enjoys turning old tools into toys.
His artistic creations stem from his childhood passion for tractors. Tim Leteau with more.
It appears to be a pile of junk.
Probably use that to make another tractor.
To Mila Dupre, it's gold.
So I had this old power drill. And the front end of it reminded me, the end of it reminded me of a tractor, Oliver tractor. So I cut it up and I made a tractor out of it.
The retired 80-year-old auto mechanic turns junk and broken items into toys. Lots of them.
I started numbering them, dating them, and I'm up to number just under 300.
This golf cart will be number 297. Milan spent his 42-year career fixing cars, and now spends his retirement building them.
The front of the Jeep is a spatula.
Smaller ones.
Some of the parts I used originally from car engines.
His passion for old tractors from his childhood got him started.
The ones I'm most popular with are the tractors made out of old power tools. But then I've got the meat grinders.
And giving them to his friends and family and donating them to his parish keeps him busy.
Because I enjoy it. Very enjoyable hobby. Very rewarding.
Oh, what beautiful work by him.
Yeah, I'm not a tractor girl personally, but I can appreciate a good tractor every now and then.
Great job.
Well, for our forecast this week, we have plenty of sunshine, no rain in the forecast over the next several days, just some chilly mornings for now. Low of 40 degrees, warming up to 73 in the afternoon, and warming up the rest of this week as well.
We're back at the top of the hour on News Channel 6 at 11.
And Hogan's Heroes is next here on MeTV.
Or a mattress warehouse. Chief Meteorologist Tim Miller. Weather coverage you can count on.
We will have a couple more cold mornings with our lows tomorrow being around that 40-degree mark. Nice and warm by the afternoon, though, with a gradual warming trend all week long and continued sunshine and dry conditions. I'll have all the details on your forecast coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 11, esports getting a new facility at a local university. We'll show you. Also ahead, the polls open to vote on a new James Brown Arena. What that proposal would mean if approved. And Columbia County looking at consolidation. A closer look at opposition to that idea as News Channel 6 at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you staying up as coverage you can count on begins with the new headquarters for esports at Augusta University. Yeah, varsity video gaming in the spotlight tonight as we check in with Nikita Dennis.
Yeah, that's right. AU students are joining other colleges and universities across Georgia, creating a community for esports.
Augusta University opened its doors to the new esports arena inside the Georgia Cyber Center Monday. It gives students a safe space to socialize.
Like, a lot of us are kind of antisocial. We don't play sports. We don't pick up anything that looks like a ball. Like, we don't do that. So it gives everyone a chance to socialize and make really great connections with people.
The arena will have 16 computers for students to play popular video games, including Rocket League, Mario Kart, and others.
If you're good at something, then don't be nervous or afraid to join a team that would express those skills more. You know, if you're good at football, play football if you like it. If you're good at Rocket League, play Rocket League.
Even though the arena may be a new facility, the esports program has been at Augusta University for years, and students are excited to have a place where they can enjoy gaming.
Seeing it all come together after what it started as, it's amazing. I could not be more grateful for the faculty support, all of the staff that has helped funding with the computers.
And the future of esports at AU is bright.
We have so many great and amazing students that are invested in this. We're looking into internships. We're looking into an esports minor, as has been said, and it's really a billion-dollar industry that's still very untapped.
AU's esports team will compete in the Peach Belt Conference Championship at Kennesaw State University October 28th. Live in the Satellite News Center, Nikita Dennis, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Well, looks like a lot of fun at AU, no doubt. As we take a first look at the weather, Jenna standing by with that.
Well, Brad, we had a beautiful weekend and a beautiful start to this work week. Lots of sunshine today with just some high, wispy level clouds up in the sky. And right now, skies are mostly clear as we take a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over at the Amentum Center in Aiken. Today's high temperature was 73 degrees, so still warm, but not as warm as it typically is. Our average is 77, and our low temperature was definitely colder than normal. We started out this Monday at 43 degrees, and tomorrow morning I'm expecting it to be even colder than that. Right now, notice we are at 47 here in town, 49 in Thompson and Evans, so several locations across the CSRA dropping into those 40s, but 51 still in Louisville and Millen, 57 in Swainsboro, so definitely warmer towards the south, 50 in Waynesboro, 49 in Gibson, and 52 in Wrightsville. Now notice the winds are coming in from the northeast, so that's bringing in the cool and drier air mass. forecast, but the winds are very light. And when we have those light winds, that's what allows our temperatures to fall pretty drastically. In addition to that, we have the clear skies, so strong radiational cooling taking place tonight. The only clouds we will see are once again those wispy clouds we see up in the sky. We call those cirrus clouds, and those are coming in from, believe it or not, what was a tropical system down in Mexico, now just a remnant low, bringing some widespread rainfall across the state of Texas and even into Oklahoma. So those clouds will continue to stream in from the west, but overall a mostly clear start to the day. Temperatures around that 40-degree mark through the 8 o'clock hour. So a cold Tuesday morning, but gradually warming up each day this week. We're staying sunny and dry as well, not a drop of rain over the next several days. But then next week, actually on Halloween, we'll have a cold front come through, which could bring us a pretty significant cool down. So coming up, I'll have all the details on that, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. Voting underway now to see if Augusta will, she calls close encounters of three kinds. Karen McGowan sharing her story tomorrow at 12:30 on Jenny. Coming up right here, the forecast with Jenna. She's going to break down what the work week holds. Plus, the Peach State will be getting federal funds to help guard against weather-related issues. We'll be right back.
The stars on VTV, WJBF 6.2. The live 5x6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5x6.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. It was nice and sunny, and the start to the work week was fantastic too. It was a nice Monday, lots of sunshine and some comfortable temperatures we had in the afternoon, making it into the low 70s. Here's a look now at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station. Skies are mostly clear. It's a dry night and definitely a chilly one. Notice we're only at 47 degrees. Now, typically for this time of the year, when we're around the 11 o'clock hour, we're more so in those mid-50s. So it's going to be another below average night. Winds are calm, dew point of 46. So with all these conditions in place, our temperatures are able to fall pretty fast and drastically. That's what we call radiational cooling, and that's what will happen tonight. Upper 40s through low 50s for everyone. A little bit warmer out towards the west. 52 in Sandersville, 54 down in Wrightsville. Only 47 as well in Edgefield and Aiken, 50 in Barnwell, and 55 in Sylvania. So as I mentioned, clear skies across the area. High pressure is in control. So for tomorrow, just some wispy clouds we could see again. These are all streaming in from this low pressure system down in Mexico, which is actually the remnants of Norma, which was once a Category 4 hurricane, made landfall in Mexico a couple days ago as a Category 1, and now it's bringing some beneficial rainfall across the state of Texas and Oklahoma, where they have some major drought conditions going on. This is a lot of rainfall, though, so actually could cause some flash flooding concerns, despite it being helpful overall. So speaking of the tropics, we also have Hurricane Tammy out in the Atlantic. This is headed up towards Bermuda. Right now, winds are at 75 miles per hour. It will make a curve over Bermuda over the weekend, eventually weakening. And then, even though it is headed in the direction of the East Coast, at that point, it will just become post-tropical cyclone. Now, for our forecast back here in town, on average, our first frost of the season is actually tomorrow, October 24th. But you don't have to worry about that. Some of our friends up in the Northeast, all the way as far south as North Carolina, will have some frost conditions for their Tuesday morning. But for us, we'll be above that threshold. 40 degrees is what I'm forecasting. We need the mid-30s to have frost. And notice our low temperatures will warm up into the mid-50s shortly, and our highs are on the rise as well. 73 tomorrow, but 80s by Friday, continuing until Halloween. Now, speaking of Halloween, we'll actually have a cold front coming through Halloween night, and behind that, we have some very cold temperatures moving in for the 1st of November. But in the meantime, a warm Halloween in the forecast. It's only 8 days away now. 82 is your high. We'll start out the morning at 54, but get ready for those colder temperatures in November. Now, for tomorrow, clear skies throughout the day, 40 degrees to start, warming up into those low 70s later on. Lows tonight will in some places be in the upper 30s, so very cold, and highs tomorrow will be in the low 70s under nice sunny skies. Our 10-day forecast looking very pretty. We have lots of sunshine, no rain to worry about, hardly any clouds, and once again, it will be warming up. We'll see a pretty long stretch of 80 plus degrees starting on Friday.
All right, thank you, Jenna. Georgia is among the states set to get federal dollars to help guard
faster. Call George St. Entry Lawyers at all nines now.
I'm Jenny Montgomery. Join me next time for a conversation about near-death experiences. Karen McGowan says she's experienced a glimpse of what happens when we leave this life. Tuesday at 12:30 on Jenny.
Hey, Mike Murphy here, and all lawyers can be there to help you through it. Just call all nines.
Well, in case you were wondering, here's a history lesson on one of the most controversial candies in existence, candy corn. It was originally called chicken feed and marketed to families who lived in rural areas, only available between March and November. More than 17,000 tons of candy corn are made each year, and for those who celebrate, National Candy Corn Day is next Monday, Halloween Eve.
Yeah, candy corn is very controversial. Some people are really passionate about it, whether they like it or they hate it. I don't really care. I think it's okay.
Right, it's little pieces of sugar.
Yeah, it's not terrible,
No,
but
it's
it's
not
also not the best thing ever.
No.
But for a 10-day forecast, plenty of sunshine this week, nice and dry. Starting out tomorrow morning, cold at 40 degrees, warming up to 73 and upper 70s by Wednesday. So we are warming up this week. Lows will be back into the mid-50s shortly. Highs in the low 80s all the way through Halloween next Tuesday. And then as we go into the first week in November, I am expecting some cooler temperatures.
Thank goodness. All right, Jenna, we appreciate it, and thank you all for staying up late with us. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.